Okay, thanks for joining us, Rob, ahead of the final pre-season game against Bamber Bridge. First of all, how's pre-season gone for the Rams?
Yeah, no, we've had a good pre-season. We wanted a kind of progressive programme so that the latter games were more challenging. You look at the likes of Padiham and obviously Bamber Bridge tonight. So, yeah, we wanted that challenge. We wanted time to work with the players in terms of getting them to understand what we want and how we want it to look. So, yeah, I mean, the aims of pre-season are no different to anybody else. Get your players fit. Make them robust so you can, keep injuries away. Ultimately, get them pitch time. Get minutes on the pitch, build relationships, and ultimately, get some good performances that can support you, progressing into the league.
And obviously, with the Ramsbottom side now, we've got quite a lot of new players. We've obviously retained quite a few of the players from last season. Are you happy where the squad's at this moment in time?
Yeah, we've added quite a few. Some left for different kind of reasons. Quite a number have obviously gone to play higher, which listen, is really positive in terms of it shows what we're trying to do at the club in terms of developing and improving players. But one door closes, another door opens. We feel like we've brought some good players in. And a number of them have excelled in pre-season. A challenge for us really is integrating those players, building that cohesive culture, and getting them to understand what different players bring to the team.
And obviously you've been around football a long time, higher up the football pyramid in assistant manager roles. Obviously this is your first managerial job or manager's job at Ramsbottom. How does it feel to be the main man at Ramsbottom?
Yeah, good. I've been delighted to be here. Obviously, I know the club now from being here last year, which really does help. But like I say, I've been around football for quite a number of years now in different roles, at different levels, some higher as well. So, yeah, I think what I would say is you learn from different managers, you learn good things, you learn how not to do things, yeah. But ultimately you want to do it your own way. And I guess ultimately I want a football team that represents me, that represents the values I stand for, honest, hard-working, structured, and that's just a few of the things that are important.
And then obviously last season we achieved 97 points. Obviously the season before we achieved 96 points, just missing out on that kind of final of the playoffs. What are the aspirations and expectations for the Rams this season?
For us, the staff and players are really excited to get going. We just want to be as competitive as we possibly can be. I think the league will probably be different this year. I think there's probably a number of clubs that have obviously strengthened from last year that will probably do better. I think there is obviously some teams that have come down. And then there's some strong teams that have come up with them reducing the league. I think it will be ultra competitive. I think consistency will be important. And your team being able to, perform week in, week out. So yeah, I think it will be a really competitive league. For us, we just want to get going. We just want to get 3 points and get moving really.
So looking ahead to that first, obviously, league game on Saturday against Litherland. Obviously, last season we dropped points in both of those games, obviously at their place and at ours. What the challenges do you think Litherland are going to pose to us, and what do we need to maybe do differently to try and come away with that victory on Saturday?
Litherland had a difficult season last year, but under the management that's there now, they actually finished the season quite well. Yep. And they picked up some points. Going to Litherland's always a difficult challenge with the environment. Obviously, the pitch is quite open. So that's kind of like a mindset thing, really. In terms of the team, they're competitive. They're quite physical. They'll be quite direct, or I expect them to be quite direct. And listen, like any team, they have a number of threats. All right. For us, it's how we understand our roles and responsibilities. It's how we approach that game in terms of a game plan, and how we manage the opposition in terms of what they can offer, but how we can impose ourselves on the game as well with the quality of the players that we have.
And then the final question, obviously Ramsbottom's well supported both home and away. Do you have any final messages for the supporters ahead of that first league game?
Well, the supporters have been brilliant all pre-season. They've followed us everywhere that we kind of go. So we're, myself, the staff, the players, we're all, really grateful of that. As a real core of really loyal fans, and that's brilliant because, the players know that they're behind them all the time. It really does help them. All I ask, they come out, support us as much as they can. They get behind the team. We're a new team, and we might be progressive, and it can sometimes take time, and that probably shows in the progression that we've made in the last 6.5 weeks. But yeah, we're excited, and we know that the supporters, like they have done from my experiences last year, they'll get right behind the team, and we're looking forward to doing that again this year.
Well, so all the best for Saturday. Speak soon.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.